Success requires commitment. And I urge you after this meeting, take charge of your time. And the most critical hour of your day are the early hours. I know we can debate about this subject the whole night, because in our midst are early birds and we have night owls. But I know without a shadow of doubt, the late night sleepers often than not waste time somewhere. It doesn't have to be doing something bad. It could just be chatting. But there is something that is not accounted for. It's okay if you have accounted for the chatting. But it's a lot of times it is not accounted for at all. Do you know nobody will wake up 4 in the morning to start chatting? Do you know when you wake up early in the morning, you don't even have the mood to engage people. You just want to have some me time and some reflection. You lose 1 hour in the morning and you start looking for it the whole day. When you're busy dreaming in the morning, others are up chasing after their dreams. Did you know most obese people are late night sleepers? Did you know why? By the way, this is not a joke. On average, most overweight people are late night sleepers, and this is the reason. There could be many reasons, but one major reason is this. When you stay late night, by midnight, you're already hungry again. You take another lunch at night. Then you wake up late, you can't take proper breakfast. So you take your breakfast 10:30, 11 o'clock, and they've developed a term for it, brunch. And they'll still take lunch and say, you know, I don't eat a lot. You check. I can tell you this, a lot of people had the privilege of meeting Dr. James Mwangi. One day he was speaking there to his regional and branch managers, and some of them are in our midst. I can see them here. And I had the privilege of sitting with him for almost an hour, taking coffee with him. And at some point we reached a stalemate. He was asking me questions, I was asking him questions. I knew I didn't want to tell him much. I just wanted to ask him because this is my senior. I needed to learn from him. But he's very cunning. He wanted to ask me questions. So we were throwing questions. So anyway, at some point, I outmaneuvered him and I fixed him with a bunch of questions. But the most important question I asked him is the one I'm going to tell you right now. What time do you wake up? And what shocked me is not what time he wakes up, it's what time he sleeps. He told me he sleeps at 9 o'clock. There are many things we talked, but that was my take home. You see, if you sleep at 9 o'clock, you escape a lot of evils. It's true. I've told you nobody wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning to drink whiskey. Nobody. But you can transnight until 6. But did you know Jesus was an early riser? Did you know that? Yeah. Mark 1:35. Early in the morning, a great while before day, Jesus rose, went to a solitary place. There he prayed. Like any other goal in life, you can't start waking up early suddenly. You're going to overburden yourself. Just cheat yourself a little bit. Decide today you're going to sleep 15 minutes earlier so that tomorrow you wake up 15 minutes earlier. Tomorrow, sleep 20 minutes earlier, wake up 20 minutes earlier. Are you going to get sleep? Of course no. You have been staying late. So what do? Pick a book. Start reading, not e-book. If you read e-book, it is going to interfere with your circadian rhythm all the more. But if you read a hard book, you'll be shocked by the time you sleep. It's equivalent to counting 1 until 500 when you're closing your eyes. Some of these books, when you start reading them, they're too soothing. You know, there's an argument in Africa. To survive in the jungle, a gazelle has to outrun the fastest cheetah. And for the cheetah to survive, it has to run faster than the slowest gazelle. But either way, when the sun comes up, you would rather be found running. That's not my original quote. It's an African proverb.